Welcome back to Builds Not Projects. This week we're back on the drift trike, so we got the intake all painted up, filter cleaned and re-oiled, as well as battery hooked up for the fan, kind of temporarily just hooked directly to the fan with a switch. I'll have to redo all the wiring later to make the battery actually work with everything else, so we'll get that done eventually, but for now we've got a fan hooked up, so we're gonna go ahead and see if this thing runs. But if you haven't already, go check out the website, buildsnotprojects.com. We got these new long sleeve t-shirts on there. This one, military green. We also got a black one on there as well. So go check them out.
How's it doing?
I'm pretty sure it's got more power than it did before. It runs really good. The air filter setup seems like it's on point, getting plenty of airflow for the jetting that it's got. Yeah, once it gets into its power band, it scoots right along. I think that was like 70 something on that run back.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, especially on a bumpy gravel road with really smooth tires and not much for back brakes. The only downside so far is the rear brakes. They're absolutely awful. So I got a different rear brake setup for the mower build. If they work really well, definitely going to be upgrading these brakes because these things are awful. Like, I mean, you don't get a whole lot of braking power on the front brakes on this thing. They just lock up and you slide with the front tire. But I'm pretty sure the front brakes still do well over 50% of the braking on this thing because the rear ones are just so bad. Yeah, I'd feel a little more comfortable driving it that fast if it had better brakes on it.
That is so stupidly fast.
So we're out here on this unsuspecting paved road, gonna see what the trike will do. I mean, it's over a quarter mile in a straight line, pretty flat, it's paved. It's kind of what this thing's made for. Probably not gonna try drifting it on the pavement because this is not a very open area and I don't really want to crash. So we're gonna do some like 0-60 times, maybe an 1/8 mile time, kind of to see what happens. New intake, bad boy's awesome. Got the 4-stroke suck sticker on there. Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
Alright, that was just a quick test pass to see if the thing would actually work. It looks like it works pretty well. That's where you going right there?
I don't know, 80 maybe?
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah, it's a little interesting. It doesn't turn at all on pavement. It just, but in a straight line, it stays straight. That's about all it does. I was not even full throttle. I was trying to keep the front tire on the ground. Yeah, so that's fun. I'm gonna set up my phone for a speedometer app, for a speed timer and top speed and whatnot, so we can kind of see what happens.
That is an absolutely insane machine we have made.
Holy cow.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I saw over 90 on the speedometer on the bike. Let's see what. Let's see. I did a quarter-mile timer on the way back. Yeah, I hit 95. What was the? Oh, it didn't start the quarter-mile timer. Well, that's a bummer. Guess I'll have to do it again.
No, what a bummer.
Let's see. I screenshotted the 0 to 60. Let's see. Right there, I don't know if you can see that. 2.4 seconds, 0 to 60. As you can tell, I'm a little shaky. The thing is ridiculously fast and just tries to wheelie. And as you can tell, the front tire balloons out when it goes that fast and burns rubber off the front fender.
Is that what makes that whiny noise?
No, I think that's the belt rubbing on something.
Okay.
But yeah, you get hit in the face with chunks of burning rubber, because the front tire, I mean, it is a DOT rated tire. It is a dual sport tire.
Is it actually rated for 100 miles an hour though?
I doubt it. Yeah, I really doubt it. Yeah, so I think top speed somewhere around 100. I guess we'll have to find out. We'll have to do it again. All right, so we finally got the quarter-mile timer kind of dialed in, got a few runs, and ended up with the best quarter-mile time of 14.5. Yeah, it's a pretty good quarter-mile time, I would say. Oh yeah, max speed on that run, I don't know if you can see that, 103 miles an hour. That's all she's got. I am not going any faster than that on this thing, and that's pretty much the top of the gearing. So yeah, 100 horsepower, 100 mile an hour, 14.5 second quarter-mile time, what, 2.5 second 0 to 60. Pretty solid for a kind of conglomeration of stuff. Minus the tire that is like literally burning the inside of the fender off. Like, that's probably half as thick as it should be there now. There's just chunks of rubber coming off. It goes really good in a straight line. Built a drag trike for sure. I don't know that I would want to try to drift this thing with those tires on pavement, because it tries to just wheelie anyways because it gets plenty of grip. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. It's been a lot of fun. I'm kind of shaky still because it's a little bit sketchy.
So here's our fastest quarter mile time, the 14.5 seconds. We wanted to get the drone footage out too to make sure our timing was actually correct. Looks like it was. The quarter mile ends on this flat surface about between those two poles down there. So that was about 14.5 seconds, which looks right with the drone. With this next clip with the top speed run, you're going to see that both the 0-60 and top speed look slightly off. The 0-60 is off because of the belt not being fully engaged with the clutch initially, and then that puts our 0-60 at about 3.5 seconds. But top speed wise shows 95 to 97 on the speedo, because the speedo is going to read slightly slow due to the tire diameter being larger than the original tire that the street bike was designed for.
I think the Trike has lived up to its name, the Rocket. Yeah, it's pretty fast. I also think that it might be the world's fastest snowmobile powered trike, because I have not seen or heard of any more, and I have tried searching for snowmobile powered trike and have gotten nowhere. Yeah, I'm not sure when you guys are going to see this thing next, but let us know what you guys might want to see with it. Well, as usual, I ended up breaking it before Devin got to ride it. The plan was I was going to do a couple more runs for a couple TikToks and such, and ended up breaking it. Yep, broke the chain, so sorry, Devin. I guess you don't get to ride it again today.
Yeah, at some point I'll ride it again, maybe next year.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be fixed someday and maybe last long enough for you to ride it. It's getting better. The engine still runs, so that's a plus. Thanks for watching this video. If you already haven't, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and stay tuned. We're going to be back on the mower build soon, so stick around for that.